Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, CS Linturi has survived impeachment after 7 out of 11 member select committee voted to serve CS Linturi. And that is final. Linturi is going to serve in his capacity as CS for agriculture, or he can be transferred elsewhere. But besides this, there has been a reaction from members of parliament, the mover of the motion, and the way forward. That is exactly what we want to look into, because it is emerging that some of the member committees are now confirming on camera that there was an attempt to bribe them millions of money, but they rejected. So there are 3 accounts which Linturi was being impeached on, 3 grounds. The ground number 1 was gross violation of the constitution. Ground number 2, serious reason to believe that CS Linturi committed a crime under national laws. The ground number 3 was the gross misconduct as outlined on the special motion. Those were the 3 grounds that were supposed to be proved beyond any reasonable doubt. But from the time this committee disagreed on whether to call on the key witnesses in this case, you're talking about Kel's Chemical Operation Manager, Mr. Patel, who really explained on how he was intimidated, frog-marched, and forced to print some documents to facilitate this fake fertilizer. Majority disagreed that he should not come and give any information on this impeachment. Then Pierce for Livestock and Agriculture Development was also not allowed to come and give his views, because he was the one who was writing letters to NCPB in terms of procurement, in terms of contracts. But these 2 key witnesses were blocked from coming to this committee to give their views. From that point, we knew that Linturi will not be impeached. He's going to survive. So, in all this, Jack Wamboka, who was the mover of the motion to impeach Linturi, is saying that the select committee was bribed 5 million each to serve Linturi. He goes further to confirm by mentioning the name of one of the committee member, the Busia woman rep, Honorable Omanya, confirming that they attempted bribing her with 5 million, but she refused, and she confirms on camera on the same that there was bribing, but she was not part of that. Instead, she refused to take the 5 million. Listen to him.
Lakini 149 members constituencies tumepiga hesabu, hao wana represent 29 million Kenyans. Wamesema Linturi hafai kuwa waziri wa kilimo. That is a vote of no confidence. Hata Linturi afanye nini, bunge haina imani na yeye kama waziri wa kilimo. So for me, we won. Na mnajua kumekuwa na allegations hapa ya pesa. Dada yangu Omanya huyu, she was offered money 5 million. Alikataa, akasema atasimama na Wakenya. Na hata akawaambia hao majamaa walikuwa karibu wanapigana huko, akawaambia hiyo pesa itawaletea cancer. It is in public knowledge that these people wametembea hapo wakikula pesa, lakini tunawaachia Wakenya.
The Homa Bay woman rep, Bensouda, is agitated by the 7-member committee among the 11 who voted to serve Linturi. She is of the idea that the committee was compromised. And because of that, there is now something that she's looking into here. That now Linturi has survived. They are now going to go for the PS for Livestock and Agriculture Development. and the accounting officer who are overseeing the procurement process. These are now the people that the committee is going, the parliament is going to call, interrogate them, and they might be impeached. But again, there is something she's mentioning here, that they will no longer go for select committee because it is easy to bribe them. There are few, they can be easily managed. So this issue should be done by the entire house, full house. For me, I thought this committee will return the report to the house and maybe there will be something like voting if they disagree. I don't know. I thought it's going to be like the governor impeachment, whereby if you disagree, you come back, the voting take place. Or you have the entire house listen and make the voting. That has not happened. So she still believes that there is someone who should take responsibility for what happened, and for that matter, they are going to go for PS and will appear in the entire house, but not anything to do with the select committee, which has proved to be easily compromised.
Selected, even on that day it was opposed. And we are being advised, some people were advising, misadvising, not advising, that the moment we reject the select committee, it means that the case will go for free and CS Linturi will go untouched. Based on that, the House of the Floor allowed them to proceed. We did not know, little did we know, that they were going to produce a shoddy report. I'm advocating that this is a select committee which must not be selected any other time to represent the Kenyans. It is a shame, it is disgusting, and we're not tolerating it. Finally, bringing the case back is not an issue. CS Linturi had somebody who is called accounting officer. That is the permanent secretary. He had procurement officers. There is nothing wrong with auditing their role in this because CS implements the policy. If he failed in taking charge of implementing the policy and looking into the methodology and the framework of ensuring that the farmer gets the fertilizer, on that case he failed. And we are saying that the procurement team, the permanent secretary now must be brought to book. We don't want jokes in Kenya. The jokes which are happening in Kenya are far beyond, and we're not going to tolerate it. Thank you.
Now, as we conclude this discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, just look at the amount of money that Honorable Gachagwa is alleging that was given to the committee. 5 million each member. This salary, this money is bigger than Linturi's monthly salary. So just look at that. They earn up to 800, 700 there. I think 800. If you remove this other allowance. That's their basic. But look at that. That is how far they can go to bribe. So, these people are using their own money to bribe this committee. Because if they have been able to do this kind of business and sell, painted sand and soil in the name of fertilizer, it means they made huge money. This money was enough even to help them bribe their way. And that is exactly what has happened here. Make money, good money, and huge money, so that you can even bribe your way and buy justice. So this was your money that you used to buy this fake fertilizer. They are using here now to bribe their way. It means they made billions of money. Billions of shillings. So you might be wondering why this huge money to save this kind of... Linturi, if he was going to be impeached, he would have not served in any other office, just like Mike Sonko. Lambda private business. But not any public office. He cannot hold any public office. He cannot even vie for the governor of Meru any other time, or even a member of parliament. He couldn't be cleared by IBC. So they have saved him because this is a huge thing. For him, he was just the face of this thing. but the owners are in State House. No one can save you unless State House has spoke. Kama wajaongea, you can't be saved. But Mithika Linturi alikuwa ni mzigo wao, na kwa sababu walifaidika hapa. You see how they do. This is Kenya Kwanza for you. Imagine how they work. Instead of Ruto showing us that he is fighting corruption, he has proved to this country and all the people that he is defending corruption. If you believe or think that Ruto is going to fight corruption, this impeachment has proved that this man is here to defend corruption. When Azimio was telling you that the people from the other side are corrupt, they are going to glorify corruption, it was a warning. If you will not listen, it is now time to see it with your eyes. And through this impeachment, your eyes should be much wide open to see that this team is here to glorify corruption. Expect more worse than this one. They even oversee economic crime happening under their watch. So, that is it. Very worse and very sad. We were supposed to do more on these videos yesterday, but there was no internet here in the village. So we could not do anything. But now we are trying to just do a recap of what went through so that we will go on record having been talked about all these issues. So thank you for your understanding and see you in our next video.